What's up, it's you? For today's video, with a full spider Pokemon team. 6 years ago, I thought I did a spider team, but it was actually a Spider-Man team. You wouldn't read about it. So today, I'm doing a spider Pokemon team. Now, not every single spider Pokemon is in one game. There's some on Sword and Shield and BDSP, so bear that one in mind. If you want your own custom theme team or Pokemon sweep, you can check it out at patreon.com/PeepDiet. Links in the description of the video, tier 2 and above. I've got 2 teams today with a spider-like Pokemon team, and I hope you enjoy. First battle, this is against Adia or Adia. I'm not really sure how to say that name. Now, as I mentioned before, Pokemon like Spinarak and Ariados, I can't use them because they are actually in BDSP. I actually did do a team based on those 2 Pokemon a couple of days ago if you want to get your full spider fix. This team could probably be called a full Australian team too, let's be real. So first Pokemon is going to be a Charmander, and it's going to be a Dragon Dance. So I'm like, okay, we've got Dewpider as the lead too. Now I'll be explaining why. There's actually 2 Pokemon on this team. I want to explain why they're on here. They take the spots of Spinarak and Ariados. But more on that a little bit later. So we've got Dewpider as my first Pokemon. It is going to be a bulky Everlight set. We've got max health and max attack, adamant nature. I've got the item Everlight. The ability is going to be Water Bubble, which is a great ability. We've got Sticky Web. Had to put Sticky Web on the team. It's it's a spider team. I had to do it. And we've got Liquidation, Leech Life, and Rain Dance. Now, I would have liked to use the move Spider Web, but that's actually not in the game. So we're going to be going for a Rain Dance here, and this is going to be very good for Dewpider, and of course, its evolved form as well. Now, Charmander is going to be a beat-up set. Now, I'm not really sure whether they've got King's Rock on there or they've got a Focus Ash, but it'd rather me wonder, how about I just go for a Liquidation and see if I can take it out. So, Charmander's going to go for its beat-up again there. It really is doing very underwhelming damage to Dewpider. Dewpider sort of looks like it's got like a little, you know, when you go on the moon and stuff, you know, got the little moon helmet on. I think I called it Moon Man. That was what my Dewpider's name was. But yeah, go for Liquidation anyway on the Charmander. And I'd say it probably had a King's Rock. That's what the strategy was there. So that's the end of that. No Focus Ash. Our next Pokemon is going to be a Bulbasaur. My bulb is a sore. So I'm thinking, well, it's going to be a Squirtle in this team, right? Now, this, I think, was a theme team, I believe. But you may have to pay close attention to figure it out. So we've got my options for going for a Leech Life here or something else. I was like, well, might as well just go for a Leech Life. I could swap into another Pokemon, but I'm not going to. So Leech Life does alright damage, I guess. Dewpider isn't the most powerful attacking Pokemon. Now Bulbasaur is going to go for a Sunny Day, so that's going to get rid of my rain. All the rain is going to dry up. Now, I did contemplate actually going for Rain Dance again, but I thought, well, maybe they'll predict that and go for Sunny Day again. It'll be like Rain Dance, Sunny Day, Rain Dance, Sunny Day. That's not enough. Now Bulbasaur is going to go for a Solar Beam on my Dewpider. This is going to be kind of bad because it's going to be, pretty effective against me, and probably one more will take the Dewpider out. So go for Leech Life here. I was like, well, I should be able to actually live the next Solar Beam. I'll be able to get a little bit of health back and then finish Bulbasaur off. So a nice little bit of juicy suck there. Bulbasaur can go for another Solar Beam here unless it gets a critical hit. I should be okay to go. I gotta say, I really thought I did a spider team, but then I went back through. At this point, we'd nearly got like 1,200 theme teams. I was surprised I did a Spider-Man one, but not an actual spider team, unless I named it something different. So unfortunately, Dewpider actually faced the Solar Beam. I was like, man, okay, that's I guess that's Overgo, right? Now we got the Galvantula here. This has got Pin Missile, Wild Charge, Cross Poison, and Giga Impact. It's a physical set, which is pretty cool. Now, speaking of King's Rock, this is a King's Rock set. We got Pin Missile, Wild Charge, Cross Poison, and Giga Impact. Pretty fun set. I've got max attack and I've got max speed, adamant nature. Like, this thing's actually got alright attack, but its moves are very much limited. The ability is going to be compoundized too. Next Pokemon is going to be the Sandslash here, and Sandslash is going to be difficult because I can't use Wild Charge. I mean, Giga Impact's not going to do a lot, and Cross Poison, well, that's not going to do much either. So I'm going to have to go for Pin Missile. So Pin Missile's doing pretty good damage there. Unfortunately, it only landed 2 times. Sandslash is going to be going for a Sand Tomb here and doing pretty good damage for me, trapping me in. So I can't really swap out here. I wasn't really planning on swapping anyway. I wanted to try and get a flinch on this, the Sand Slash. If I can get 5 hits in, it'll do a lot of damage too. That was the plan here. So going for Pin Missile again on the Sand Slash, and good damage there to Andrew the Sandshrew. Oh, Andrew the Sandshrew, man! It's a Sand Slash, but Andrew the Sandshrew. That's actually a really, really good name. Anyway, so Sand Slash is going to use the Sandstorm here. So it's got Sandstorm and Sand Tomb. So I'll be getting hit by Sand Storm and then the Sand Tomb. So double base damage. That's a little bit of a nasty strategy there. So this is my last chance here. My last chancy. Going for Pin Missile. I need a quality 5 hits. And I need a flinch for sure. Like, I absolutely need a flinch. So there's hit number 2. And I got... Hang on a sec. I got 2 hits, 2 hits, and 2 hits. Wow, that's really, really unlucky. So that's going to be the end of the Galvantula. Little Spidey's going to go down the water spout. Now, next Pokemon's going to be Araquanid, and this is a special set. This is actually pretty cool. This is also a water bubble set, and we've got a Bug Buzz, Hydro Pump, Giga Drain, and Frost Breath. I've got max health and max special attack, Modest Nature, Throat Spray as the item. So going for the Bug Buzz, I want to get my special attack boost there, and this thing hits actually really, really hard with the water bubble if you use Hydro Pump. Its special attack really isn't that great, but with water bubble and, +1 is special attack and, the high base power of Hydro Pump, but actually it's like, really, really hard. So I'm going to get poisoned there by the Toxic. That's what happens when you do get, hit by Toxic. And now, you know what? How's this? Do you think that Spider Pokemon should be able to get poisoned? I feel like they've got poison inside of them, so they should be immune to that. This is like a discussion I was having in one of my videos the other day, how Spider Pokemon should be immune to String Shot, Just something to muse on there. That's going to be the end of, I'm just going to call that Andrew the Sandshrew. That sounds so good. That's the end of Sandshrew, the Andrew the Sandshrew. And now I'm going to get hit by the Toxic and the Sandstorm at the same time, so that's going to be lots of fun. Next Pokemon is going to be, why is that called Missingo for? Who can guess what this team is about? So, I actually did Missingo accidentally on my game once, and I went into the Elite Four. You wouldn't... Actually, no, this is the story, right? And why I'm getting hit by Thunder Punch and wrecked. So I went into the Safari Zone. Like, this is no hacks or anything. I walked into the Safari Zone. I don't even know how I did this. And then, it was a Nidoran. It was like level 150 or something. I was like, what is going on? Then I caught it, and then I went into the Elite Four, and then the health bar was across the screen, and then it came out the other side. So when I got hit by moves, I wasn't fainting. It was really, really weird. So if anyone knows a lot about glitches, like, I don't know how I even did that. I was just playing the game normally. Like, maybe and then I think it turned into a Missingo afterwards. It was really, really weird. Next Pokemon is going to be Joltik. Now, Joltik, I had to use it because I'm going to use Dynamax Joltik. And, after, this is what happens in Australia, right? Spiders, like, they're normal spiders everywhere else in the world. Then you go to Australia and everything's Dynamax spiders, right? That you may as well say that's an Australian stereotype. Now, Joltik is a Focus Sash set. We've got Focus Sash and Swarm, which works really nicely with Bug Buzz. I've got Rising Voltage, something that's rising, and I can go for the Dynamax Joltik, get Electric Tray in the field, and then go for Rising Voltage, which is actually really, really powerful, outside that. The problem is it didn't have a way to boost its special attack, so I gave it Poison Sting. Now, Poison, I thought it would actually get a Poison type move, but unfortunately it only gets physical Poison moves, so it's my only way to do that, and I thought it'd be pretty funny on a Spider team as well with Poison Sting. The other move is going to be Energy Ball for any Rock-type Pokemon, because as you can imagine, this team did have a lot of problems against Rock-types. So that is going to be the end of the Missingo there. Now, I had about 6 hours of battles with this team. I don't know how many battles I did, but I did a lot of them right. But man, these were virtually the only 2 battles that I thought were almost worthy for a YouTube video. So next Pokemon is going to be called is Ghastly. It's called Blah. I think I might have an idea what this is. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right. I'm going to read the comment section of this video after to see if anyone gets it. So we got a Dynamax Ghastly here, only on PewDiePie's channel, and it's going to be very ghastly. So I can go for a Rising Voltage here, which will do like some quality damage to Ghastly, Unfortunately, Ghastly's going to go for a Max Strike. I'm like, what? What move is that? So that's the end of Joltik. Okay, well, I wonder what sort of Ghastly this actually is. So that's the end of Joltik. You know, it's back to a normal sized Pokemon, very, very tiny. And I can go into Metagross. So I thought I'd run Metagross on this team. Now, let me explain why I put Metagross on this team. Obviously, we didn't have Spinarak or Ariados. Now, Metagross, to me, looks like a big robotic spider. And I felt that definitely fit the mold better than any other, like, spider-like Pokemon. You know, it does have obviously, they don't have the exact same amount of legs. Quite funny because we were talking about this too. The spider Pokemon don't really have 8 legs at all, even like the true looking spider Pokemon. But I definitely felt this fit the mold for a spider-like Pokemon. So a robotic spider, as you could say. So I went for a Steel Roller there. That's my only, obviously, attacking move I can do to Ghastly. And I've also got a Trick of Ring Targets there. Now, Kabuto's going to be the last Pokemon. You're probably wondering why. And if you look... Actually, look this up on Google. Now, I'm going to say this, if you're scared of spiders, probably don't do this, but if you look up on Google, Spotted Orb Weaver, and then look at Kabuto, it looks exactly like it, and that's a spider. Now, also, it is a horseshoe crab, and when you look underneath the inside of a horseshoe crab, it's very, very spider-like. So that was why I put Metagross and Kabuto on the spider team as substitutes for Spinarak and Ariados, which only reside on BDSP. So that's going to be the end of the blah with the Ancient Power from Kabuto, and that, my friends, is the end of the battle. I got Destiny Bond there. Wait, no, there's another Pokemon. I thought that was the end of the battle. Never mind. Man, what's going on today? But I've been up for like 69 years doing this spider team. I need my Spidey sense to come back on. So anyway, forget what I said there. We're going to swap in Metagross here, and we've got the War Turtle. It's got White Herbs. So I'm like, okay, bang, that's got Shell Smash. So I've got, you don't understand the gravity of the situation. I'm going to go for Gravity. I was like, nah, I'm going to go for Dynamic Punch. So what I could do is go for Dynamic Punch and just hope for the best there. And it does all right damage, but I thought it would do a little bit more. So I've got Max Health, Max Attack, and Adamant Nature, Trick Ring Target, and I basically want to use this outside of Dynamax. I really don't want to use this in Dynamax at all. So we got a Shell Smash from the War Turtle. Now, two things are going to happen here. I either land a Dynamic Punch and win, or the War Turtle hits me with a very powerful special or physical move. If it is a physical move, I think I've got a chance. Even a special, like it depends what the EVs and stuff up. So War Turtle hits Self for Confusion. I missed a Dynamic Punch. Like, man, I could have gone for Gravity, but I have to go for Dynamic Punch at this point. War Turtle is going to pop out a Hydro Pump here, and I was like, no, I don't know if I'm going to live this one, and it's going to crit my Metagross. And that is the end of the battle there, people. Sorry about that before there. I wasn't using my Spidey sense. Let's get on to battle number 2. Hope you enjoyed that very first battle there. A very interesting theme team as well. I wonder if you can guess it. Also, people, if you do enjoy the videos, make sure you do leave a like, though. Helps me out a lot and helps you out because you get to see my videos in your subscriptions. Now, this person, Zasha, is copying my trainer card. What they got to do, right, is they got to zoom their character in a little bit more, change their backpack around, and I think that's about it. We're almost there. I think I've got a different skin tone on my character, but that's about it. It's very much similar. Actually, are the boots the same? I'm not sure. I think everything else is the same. So we got this is a theme team as well. This one's more tricky to guess. I wonder if you can guess it. So first Pokemon is going to be Dewpider, and once again, we're going to be sticking up the sticky web, all right? Sticking it up. So next move here it's going to use is Fiery Wrap. So like, all right, this is okay because I am running an Everlight set. I do have a reasonable amount of bulk. So instead of attacking the Moltres, I was like, well, I'm going to try and help out my Araquanid, and then I can go for a Hydro Pump in the rain. That'll be pretty powerful. So here comes another Fire Wrap there, and that is going to be the end of Dewpider. I've got to say, Dewpider and Araquanid look really, really cool in their shinies. I got to do that. One day I will do that evolution team with both of them. So next Pokemon is Araquanid, of course. The rain is pouring, and these spiders are not snoring. So I've got Bug Buzz, Hydro Pump, and that's my option. I could go for Frost Breath, but I actually thinking about Dynamax here because this thing is kind of scary. So I'm going to go for the Dynamax Araquanid. Now, I also tried to do something pretty cool here. Obviously, I tried to use the ones that were in netballs as well. So I even had a couple of Pokemon that were traded to me over the years, and I used them as well, purely because they were in the netball, and I thought that was pretty cool. A nice little touch for this team, if you know what I mean. So next Pokemon to make its move is going to be Moltres, and it's got Snarl. I'm like, Fiery Wrath and Snarl. Interesting. So I'm going to go for Max Geyser. Unfortunately, since it used Snarl, it did drop my special attack. And, you know, the Moltres would have fainted, but unfortunately, I'm not feeling too hot about this because it's going to get a Berserk boost, and it's also going to eat a berry. But watch this, like, this was pretty funny. So it ate the berry, right, which is an Iapa berry, but then it got chickens around us. Like, okay, well, I wonder if this is going to hit itself or not. And you know what? It actually did, so this is going to allow me to actually take it out. I would have been able to feign it regardless of what it did or not, but I guess I stopped taking a little bit of damage from like a Fiery Wrath or something like that. But I don't think it would have done a lot anyway, why I am in the Dynamax. Next Pokemon is going to be called Feed Me. I'm actually getting kind of hungry right now. Someone in the comment section suggest an amazing meal I should have right now. Like, no trolling, all right? No pickles or anything. So it's going to attack me with a Lash Out, and I'm going to lash back with another Max Geyser, and it's going to drop it in one shot. It's pretty powerful, Water Bubble. Water Bubble is a really, really good ability. Like, it's definitely strong. So that's going to be the end of Morpeko. Next Pokemon is going to be Zygarde. I actually just did recently did a Zygarde team. I like Zygarde. It's such a cool Pokemon. So it's going to have Aura Break. Thank goodness it's not Power Construct, because I would have cried and, you know, would have got 300 health bars. So my options here are to attack it with a Hydro Pump or use an Ice type move. Like, might as well use my Ice type move. Now, interestingly enough, the Zygarde is going to go for Toxic Mite, a bulky 10% Zygarde. That is very, very ambitious. So go for Frost Breath on Zygarde. Obviously, it's always going to crit bypassing any of those special attack drops, and that's going to be the end of Zygarde. I mean, it's not a very bulky Pokemon there, but a valiant effort regardless, trying to do a bulky set. Next Pokemon here is going to be Krookodile. So like, all right, Krookodile. It's going to get caught in the sticky web too. Well, I was thinking here to myself, I can go for Hydro Pump or I can go for Bug Buzz. It's going to go for Outrage. Now, I'm going to give you a clue about this team if you're lost. If you're thinking, man, I don't know what this team is, you know, what sort of team is this? I'll give you the clue. So think about what moves my opponent is using. It took me a little while to figure this one out too. I definitely didn't guess it at the start. So that's going to be the Araquanid. I'm going to die to an Outrage. Next Pokemon is going to be Galvantula. So I'm feeling good about this. I'm going to see if we can get some Pin Missiles popping. So go for one Pin Missile. Quality damage. Like, look at that. So there's another one. It's a 4-hit KO and I only land twice again. Seriously, this Galvantula had a really, really bad habit of only landing twice. Outrage is going to hurt a lot too, and it is confused, which is good. So I can outspeed. Even 2 hits will be enough to take out Krookodile, so that's good. And with Compound Eyes, I'm never going to miss 2, which is also good. And then, right, it ate a bear. I was like, oh, is it a pinch bear? It's like, okay, it's a Lancet, bro. So I think that's like a Fling Lancet berry set there. I guess they had Anger Point. That would have been very, very bad. Maybe that ability actually gives you a clue too. Next Pokemon is going to be Sandslash. Another Sandslash. So we had a Sandslash in the first battle, and now we got a different Sandslash in the second battle. So it's going to be a Fury Cutter set, and this is scary. This is very scary because if I let this thing get too many Fury Cutters up, I'm going to get wiped. Next Pokemon is going to be Joltik here, and it's almost time to go for a Rising Voltage. So go for Rising Voltage. Unfortunately, it really didn't do a lot of damage because there's no electric terrain on the field. Here comes Fury Cutter. It's going to take me all the way down nearly to like 1 health, and I'm going to go for another Rising Voltage, almost taking out the Sandslash. It was close, and it's going to take me out with Fury Attack. I have to take this thing out now. It's got a lot of Fury Attacks up here. Next Pokemon is going to be Metagross. I've got Kabuto and Metagross. I don't think that's not going to fade to an Ancient, but I had to risk a Dynamic Punch there. Look, if that didn't land, I actually don't think I would have beaten Sandslash. I'm honestly thinking I wouldn't have beaten it. So thank goodness for Metagross. Next Pokemon is Squawk. I'm like, all right, Squawk. I don't think they haven't Dynamax yet. So this is going to be a G-Max Corviknight. So I wonder if you can guess what move it's going to use. Now, Metagross's options are as follows. I can go for a Gravity and increase the accuracy of Dynamic Punch. Will it be 100%? No, because it's already very low accuracy. But, you know, it's going to give me a fighting chance there. Well, I didn't even try to do that punch. So I can go for Gravity, and also that'll actually drop the Corviknight down as well. It will ground it, you know. It's going to squawk, because it fell out of the sky. That's why it was squawking for. Here comes G-Max Wind Range. I am going to be able to resist that. Metagross's EVs, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but that was max health, so I'm able to tank that fairly nicely. Dynamic Punch Punch isn't really going to do very good damage at all to Corviknight. I do get a confusion though, so I'm going to see it, sort of hope and bet that it'll hit itself maybe once. Here comes another G-Max Rage here, so I've got one more of them to get hit by, then I'm going to see what move this is actually going to be using. So Dynamic Punch is going to land again there, getting close to half health on Corviknight. I need this to hit itself, you know. Unfortunately, it's going to get through the confusion again and hit me with another G-Max Rage. So I'd say that's possibly coming. I know it's coming from some sort of flying move, but I'm not really sure what at the moment it could possibly be. It might be Peck, you know. I actually did a Peck Corviknight tweet. So go for Dynamic Punch. It lands, almost takes Squawk out, and I got a critical hit too, so that was quality. Now Corviknight is going to get through the confusion again. It's got Fury Attack. Fury Attack Corviknight. Only up here to Shell. So Fury Attack is doing like hardly any damage, but the problem is here, Dynamic Punch is going to miss. Like, I either set the gravity up or I go for Dynamic Punch. That's the thing here. So it's going to keep going for Fury Attack over and over again. It's not really doing a lot of damage, even if it did get 5 hits, you know. And I was like, well, I got plenty of time. I can get going for Dynamic Punch here, right? Then the Corviknight went for Sky Attack. It's like, okay, Sky Attack is going to probably take me out. But, it's a 2-turn move. I'll just, go for an attacking move this turn. And then Power Herb activate. That was its item all along. And now Sky Attack is going to land on my Metagross and take it out. All I've got left now is my Kabuto. And this is the bulky Kabuto. It's max health and max defense. And I've got Bold Nature, Toxic Whirlpool, Ancient Power and Rest, Battle Armor as the ability, and Everlight as the item. So very, very bulky. Corviknight is going to go for a barrage of Fury Attacks here. And it's not going to do a lot of damage. Oh, my Whirlpool actually missed here. I don't know why I didn't go for Ancient Power. I wanted to actually take it out with a Disrespect Whirlpool, but I missed. So anyway, I'm going to get hit by a couple more Fury Attacks here. I mean, Fury Attack has a quality 265 one-hit KO. So go for Ancient Power, and that is going to be the end of the Corviknight. And that is also the end of the battle. Hope you enjoyed the Spider team. I'll be back tomorrow with another quality video. Peace out, people.